Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x to the power of 3 minus x squared equals 100. Now, what we're first going to do is, as you can see, both of these terms have x in them, right? So the best thing to do is to factor out x with the highest degree, which in this case is 2. So we're going to factor out x squared. And that would help us simplify our equation by a lot. So if we factor out x squared, x to the power of 3 divided by x squared, well, that's x to the power of 3 minus 2, which is x, because x to the power of 1 is x, minus x squared divided by x squared is simply 1. So we have x squared times x minus 1, and this equals 100 still. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change 100 into 25 times 4. 100 is equal to 25 times 4. And this is still equal to x squared times x minus 1. Now, this gives us two equations. We would have x squared equals 25, and x minus 1 equals 4. Well, for x squared equals 25, if we do the square root on both sides, we would get, well, the square root of x squared is simply x equals, the square root of 25 is positive or negative 5. So as you can see, this is one solution, and x minus 1 equals 4. Well, we would add 1 on both sides, and if we do that, we get x, these two cancel out, equals 4 plus 1 is 5. However, as you can see, 5 is already one of our solutions. So this is just unnecessary. We already have this as a solution. So we have x equals 5 and negative 5. Now, why don't we plug these two into our equation and see if they are right? Let's first start with 5. So we would have 5 to the power of 3 minus 5 squared equals 100. Now, this would equal, well, 5 to the power of 3 is 125, and minus 5 squared is 25, and 125 minus 25 is 100. So 100 equals 100, and this is right, so 5 is a solution. Now, why don't we plug in negative 5? Plugging in negative 5, we would get negative 5 in parentheses to the power of 3 minus negative 5 to the power of 2 equals 100. Now, negative 5 to the power of 3, well, a negative to the power of an odd number is still going to be negative. And 5 to the power of 3 is 125. So this would be negative 125 minus negative 5 squared is 25. And negative 125 minus 25, well, that's negative 150. And that is not equal to 100, so this is rejected. And 5 is our only correct answer. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 512 to the power of x equals 8. So whenever we're solving exponentials equations such as these, where the base is greater than the actual solution and we're powering the base to x, well, we know that x is going to be a fraction, right? X obviously has to be less than 1 because even 512 to the power of 1, that is still much greater than 8. So in situations like these, we want to convert these two bases so that they are the same. Well, 512, this is actually the same as 8 to the power of 3. 512 is equal to 8 to the power of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace 8 to the power of 3 with 512. So we have 8 to the power of 3 to the power of x, because we have to still put this to the power of x, equals 8. Now, if we have something in the form like this, where we have a to the power of m to the power of n, and this is an important property for exponents, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. So 8 to the power of 3 to the power of x, this is equal to 8 to the power of 3 times x, which is simply equal to a to the power of 3x, because 3 times x is 3x. So now we have 8 to the power of 3x equals 8. And now if you notice, our two bases here, these two are the same. These two are equal to each other, meaning because our two bases are the same, our two exponents have to be the same as well. And 8, the exponent for 8 is actually just 1, because 8 to the power of 1 is equal to 8. So because our two bases are the same, our exponents have to be the same as well, meaning 3x is equal to 1. And now we have a simple equation. All we have to do is divide by 3 on both sides, and this would cancel out. So now we'd get x equals 1 over 3. And this is our answer. Now, if we plug it in to our equation here, so if we have 512 to the power of 1 over 3 equals 8. Well, 512 to the power of 1 over 3, this is the same thing as the cube root of 512 equals 8. And the cube root of 512, so what to the power of 3 equals 512? 8. 8 to the power of 3 equals 512, so this is equal to 8, and 8 equals 8. So this is right, meaning our solution is right.